A recent court ruling has deemed unlawful a system allowing landlords to automatically deduct significant sums from tenants' universal credit payments. This computer says yes approach, implemented without prior verification with the affected tenant, has been challenged and successfully overturned. The case highlights a critical flaw in a process designed to streamline rent payments and prevent evictions, but which instead infringed upon tenant rights and due process. The landmark decision stems from the legal challenge initiated by Nathan Roberts, a law graduate and former police control room operator. Mr. Roberts, embroiled in a dispute with his landlord concerning necessary property repairs, found £500 deducted from his universal credit payment at the landlord's behest. This automated deduction, implemented without his knowledge or consent, prompted his legal action, arguing the process was inherent. His argument centered on the arbitrary nature of the deduction and the lack of meaningful human oversight. The judge's ruling underscored the inherent flaws in a system that prioritizes automated processing over individual assessment. The court found the process to be procedurally unfair, effectively bypassing the crucial step of direct communication with the tenant and independent verification of the landlord's claim. The automated nature of the deduction, coupled with the low probability of manual intervention, rendered the system inherently biased and prone to abuse, the court concluded. Emma Varley of Bindmans solicitors, representing Mr. Roberts, emphasized the practical implications of the automated system. Even the theoretical possibility of manual intervention, she argued, is highly improbable given the scale and operational structure of the system. The sheer volume of requests processed automatically makes the prospect of individual review exceptionally unlikely, exacerbating the risk of unfair deductions. This automated deduction system, introduced in 2017, was intended to mitigate the potential for widespread evictions resulting from the implementation of universal credit. The aim was to protect both vulnerable tenants facing rent arrears and landlords' financial stability. However, the court's decision clearly demonstrates that the system's design, favoring speed and efficiency over due process and individual rights, ultimately fell short of its intended purpose. The automated nature of the deductions, unchecked by human oversight, created a loophole ripe for exploitation and a significant risk of unjust financial penalties for tenants. The case is not an isolated incident. A similar challenge, brought by a disabled woman more than 2 years prior, successfully contested a DWP policy allowing utility companies to make substantial deductions from incapacity benefit payments without explicit tenant consent. This precedent strongly supports Mr. Roberts' case and underscores the broader systemic issue of automated deductions from social welfare payments without adequate safeguards to protect vulnerable individuals. The cumulative effect of these rulings highlights a clear need for reform within the system, demanding a more equitable and transparent approach that prioritizes fair treatment and procedural justice for all claimants. The lack of independent review and the potential for arbitrary financial penalties inflicted without due process represent serious failings within the system, demanding urgent attention and comprehensive review. The court's determination underscores the necessity for robust mechanisms to ensure fairness and accountability, protecting tenants from potentially devastating financial consequences without adequate recourse or opportunity for redress. The reliance on automated systems without sufficient checks and balances risks exacerbating existing inequalities and placing undue burden on individuals already struggling financially. The ruling serves as a crucial reminder of the ethical and legal obligations inherent in the administration of social welfare systems, demanding a move away from impersonal, automated processes towards a more human-centered approach that prioritizes fairness, transparency, and individual rights.